South Korea. The founder of Hyundai Group, his hometown is basically, he's from North Korea. So he took a one call from his father before Korean War, and he built like, there was a big tree, poplar tree, but it was too big, too huge. So like South
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conference Row. This is the official meeting place between the United Nations Command, or the UNC, and the North Koreans, or the KPA. All the blue buildings you see here belong to the United Nations Command, while the gray 10 buildings belong to the charge with daily communication between North and South Korea. Across from the JDO building on the small hill, you know it's a two-story tan building. This is KPA guard post number 2. And once again, they do currently monitor us 24 hours a day. Video cameras, telescopes, binoculars, and God knows what else. So please, do not point, wave, gesture towards them in any manner. Just south of guard post 2 is the white stakes that represent the military demarcation line that runs through this area. Once again, behind me is marked with the 17 by 5-inch concrete slab in between the buildings. The first great building here on Conference Row is the North Koreans Recreation Center. Rather ironically named, this fort houses no recreational equipment. Generally houses 10 to 20 armed KPA soldiers or any officer level talks. When these soldiers are in here, they also have a tendency to pull back the curtains. They'll point at us, they wave at us, they make rather rude gestures. C1 is used by the neutral nations to hold their weekly meetings where they discuss the number of troops that are inside Korea, the number of troops that are near the DMZ, and the number of troops inside the DMZ, all of which is regulated by the Armistice Agreement. The large gray building next to it is the former Czech or Polish neutral nations building. The reason I say former is because in 1993 and 1995, when Czechoslovakia and Poland both attempted to turn to democracy, North Korea kicked them out and did not allow them back into their country. It's due to this fact that this building is on the other side of Conference Row is a large 3-story building, the Panmunjom, or the North Korean Visitor Center. The Panmunjom also serves as a 2-man guard post. As you can see, there is one soldier on the stairs. The other soldiers inside the building with a large camera taking our pictures today. You also notice the third story of this building is different from the rest of it. It's because in 1994 they added the third story, slanted it slightly to make it look larger and more impressive than the original Freedom House that once stood behind you. When we rebuilt the Freedom House in 1998, we actually had to go through a series of special meetings just to ensure that both buildings stood at the exact same height. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I'll invite you to go ahead and ask, and in a few minutes here we'll head into the MAC building. The only thing that I do not ask that you please do not take pictures of is the cameras that are up on the top of the Freedom House. Everything else you're welcome to take pictures of. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Military Armistice Commission Building, or MAC building. This house, the microphone along with the UN flag represent the military demarcation lines that runs through this building. You notice again outside is marked with a concrete slab in between the buildings. In other words, those of you on my left are not standing in communist North Korea. The rest of us are still relatively safe from Poland. Now, lastly, I'd like to point out the ROC soldiers here today. They came to secure this building for our safety to ensure there was no North Koreans in here and lock the door to the rear. They do this in a buddy team manner where they will hold on to the edge of the translator booth and hold on to each other as they lock the door. So as to avoid trying to be drug into North Korea, because there was an attempt of such in 1997. So we used the buddy team manner to avoid the situation from happening. Now they're standing in a modified position of Taekwondo or ROC ready. This stance along with their sunglasses is used to show no emotions towards the North Koreans. They have noticed that some of the soldiers outside are standing on the edge of the building half exposed. This is that way they can keep eyes on North Korea, but at the same time, if they get shot at, they have cover to hide behind. All the ROC soldiers here have been hand-selected, and most of them have gone to college. Most of them hold their bachelor's degrees. All those who did not continue on college once they finish the military service. All the ROC soldiers here are required to have a black belt in Taekwondo or better. Most hold black belts in Taekwondo, Hapkido, and I've even seen a few with Jiu-Jitsu black belts. And you are welcome to take pictures with the ROC soldiers, but I ask that you please do not disturb them for any reason. Personally, I don't like getting much closer to this. Now, if you have any questions, I invite you to go ahead and ask. You're welcome to take as many pictures as you like. All I ask is that you please cross back and forth between North and South Korea at that end of the table. Do not try to cross in front or behind you. Lastly, do not attempt to cross behind the soldier to the rear. He is guarding the doors to North Korea. His job is to stop anybody from getting past him. I've seen him hit women, children, and even generals. So if you have any questions, once again, please feel free to ask, but I'll be waiting for you on the safe side. The two towers up on the sides, yes. Six axe murder incident. On the other side of it is the bridge of no return. Now once we reach down to that area, I'll give us more information. Excuse me. Lastly, we have the village of Kijongdong, or Propaganda Village. As you can see, we got a strong wind. It's flying pretty well for the flag. It takes a really strong wind to move the flag, but it has a dry weight of over 600 pounds. It takes about a 30 to 40 man crew to lower this flag. They have to do so during the monsoon season, for if it gets completely soaked, it would tear under its own weight. Now the village itself is mostly facade. It's pretty much fake Hollywood prop up. The reason we know this, but when they used to have electricity, they could light a light bulb at the top of the building, you could watch the light.
I guess they're not worried about the Koreans anyway.
Maybe egrets say it really doesn't matter. Just really mean.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to our front here we have the bridge of no return. The bridge of no return.